Is we back? Hold on, we good? We back though. We back. I just gotta make sure we good. All right, we back. Yes, sir. We is back. It has been a motherfucking minute, but we is back in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. This is season 2. We is back for another season. I'm here to showcase more Milwaukee artists, a lot more talent. If you remember from last season, kind of how this thing goes, I usually talk about a topic that's going on in the music industry, something that's going on in life, and kind of just relate my opinions on it, what's going on. And then I gotta show y'all 2 Milwaukee artists that I really do be fucking with. On the music level, they be just cold with it. I personally think they're ones to blow up. If this wasn't taken from my first season, I need y'all to know now where I stand. I still think Milwaukee has got the most fire artists, the craziest rappers, the hardest dudes and females within any city. I'll put my money on it. Once we break, it's over. It's over. I'm telling y'all. So I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to showcase some more talent across the city. So shout out to everybody on season 2. All right, for season 2, the first topic that we're gonna be talking about is not about music. Actually, I don't think it's right to talk about music right now. I don't really feel like talking about what's going on in the industry or whatnot. But I want to talk about something that's hit close to home. Hit close to home for a lot of my close friends and my family members. And it's just what's going on with the world and social unrest, that we've been dealing with. As we all know now, the brutal murder of George Floyd took place a couple weeks ago, and you see across the globe just the amount of support and the protests that are going on, and we're sick of it. We're tired of it. This time, because it's not the first time that we've seen this on the news, not the first hashtag, but this time to me feels a little bit different. This time I feel that people that don't look like us are starting to hear what we've been saying for decades now. I think, with the killing of George Floyd, I think we've more allies from other communities have started to take place and say, we're tired of it too. I feel both ways about like what took you so long, what's different with this, and then many other cases that's happened in the past. But I also want to be positive and be thankful. Thank you for finally hearing our voice and helping us, because if we're gonna do this and we're gonna do this right, we gotta have everyone. Black, brown, white, whatever color you are. We need everyone to fight this. It's not a race thing. It's not a black versus white thing. This is everyone versus racist. There's no more time or place to say that, hey, I'm not racist anymore. You gotta be anti-racist. You gotta be calling out the bullshit that's happening. And I love to see across the globe, the protests, especially down in Milwaukee. Last time I was down there, it was 16 days straight they were doing it. And I got to participate in a protest here. Shout out to my guy, Mr. Nice Guy, Ben Slowy. For me and him went down there and did a protest down in Bayview. And I love that. I love what the people in Milwaukee doing. They're very unified. The Black Panther Party down in Milwaukee, I've been seeing them do a lot of things. And I just, I think Milwaukee's doing a great job of getting people, and, one of the most segregated city. You see black, brown, white, a lot of white actually in those groups is with us too. So, I love to see that. I love the unity, in a lot of the big cities, we see a lot of this protesting, a lot of voices to be heard, but it's something to be said about the smaller communities as well. It's crazy to me, right now I'm up in the 715 in Stevens Point, and I never thought in my lifetime that I would see in a predominantly white city the amount of people that came out and supported our Black Lives Matter movements that we've been having in the city. We've had already about 3 protests throughout the city, and amazing turnouts, for a city of 36,000 people, predominantly white in central Wisconsin. There was about 1,500 people that came out one of the days in Stevens Point, and about 30 minutes up in Wausau, they had about 2,100 people show out. And I think that is just as crazy because, in Milwaukee and Minneapolis and Atlanta, you will see those protests. You will hear those voices speaking out. And typically in the small cities, you don't really hear that. And it's something that I really love to see across the smaller towns is people, even if it's 3 people standing on a sidewalk, there's, hey, we're tired of this too. And I think it's our generation. I think the younger generation, we're sick of it. We're tired of it and we want change. And I think we need the young people as well as the older people that are in the positions of power, the people that are at the NAACP and people that have put their lives towards this kind of work. We need their help to get legislation moved. We need things passed. We need real change. We're done talking. No more talking. We need change. As shitty as 2020 has been, and I mean, it's been shitty. Y'all know it's been shitty. But I think, we in the month of June, 6 months left. I hope this can be a turning point. And I hope that this George Floyd, shout out his daughter, my daddy's a hero. I really think he is because I think George Floyd, the murder of George Floyd, those cops, fuck them and hope they go to jail. They better. Also arrest the police that killed Breonna Taylor. Say her name, Breonna Taylor. Man, fuck those cops too. I think it's time for change, and I really hope this decade, 2020 to 2030, I hope we see change. I hope we actually make real life change, and I hope our generation, me being 24 years old now, I'm gonna try to be as much of a part of that as I can, supporting my Black-owned businesses, being in the movements, doing what I can, getting out and vote. I don't think y'all heard me. I said getting out to vote. Vote. We gotta vote. We gotta vote. I'll be firsthand and say that I'm not the biggest political person on either spectrums of where it's at, but I know our voice means a lot. From the presidential level to mostly the local, state officials and our local mayors and aldermen and all that kind of stuff. Really important shit, and we got to use our voice. People of color, we all got to use our voice and pick the ones that are really going to enact that change. So, I plan on talking about this in a few more episodes, talking about some of the artists that are starting to, voice their opinions, like Lil Baby. Needs a Grammy. You need a Grammy for that song. Period. Man, that shit's fire. Shout out to DaBaby. Put in for Rockstar, that remix, the Black Lives Matter remix. Even though it was just a verse on it, to put that on top of one of his biggest songs, I think that's amazing. And we can go across from Buddy to, I could go on a list. So we're gonna talk about that in episode 2, the actual music aspect of everything. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Who are the first 2 artists that we gonna be highlighting on season 2? 2 artists that I've been bumping a lot lately. One of these artists is one of my favorite artists within the city, period. And the other artist that I'm talking about is one of my favorite artists to just get lit to, period. So let's kick it off. I'm just going to be biased. I'm going to start off with my favorite artist that I've been playing. It's my guy out of the 414, Shunmillions. She spend all that one shit. I spend all that one shit. I count on my own way. I need all my sun shit. I roll up my blunt shit. I don't do no front shit. I roll up my blunt shit. I roll up my blunt shit. And I fuck with Shunmillions. Out of the 414, I believe he moved here from Cali though. If that I was right on that. He do have some of them Cali vibes to him. He got the dreads out. Y'all know West Coast music. Neff the Pharaoh. When I first heard Sean, I was like, he remind me about Neff a lot. I don't know if y'all know about that. Shout out to Bay. But Sean is a really dope artist. I really fuck with his music, his style, his voice, his just tone of what he raps with. I think he just fire overall. It's kind of funny how I was introduced to Shun. You know, I was heard of him through a friend of a friend. I was supposed to DJ for a show at the Jazz Gallery, and he was on the bill for that. And I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be lit. I heard of Shun. I get to DJ for him. I was lit. Turned out he did not show up that day. I got to the show, they're like, yeah, he had to pull out. I don't know why, but I was like, damn. So I didn't get to DJ for Shun. I really wish I would have, because we would have gotten turned together. That was a lit ass night. I always knew about Shun after that, and I really started to then listen to his first couple projects. That first song that I played was kind of the big song that I really was bumping at the time. But he recently just came out with some new music. I know he been in the lab doing his work. He did an interview on No Plays Missed, which I love.
Niggas actually, man, put like a lot of poetry behind it. You know what I mean? They rap shit. You know what I mean? And that's why I be so like in tune a lot, man. Outside of like trying to drop music, like when people actually hear me make beats. I mean, not make beats. I'm tripping. Make music. They be like, bro, for you to freestyle so good, you would sound like the shit written.
Type shit.
Bro, when I say,
oh, you do punch-ins?
Half of the time I do punch-ins, I do one takes most of the time. And have a whole song in, not even capping to you. Surf that I dropped, that was a one take. One take, no bullshit.
What I think is just dope about him too, that I really never knew, is that he goes off the dome. You don't write shit down, he punch in, but mostly, as he just said, he freestyles a lot of shit. I always think that's the coolest thing for an artist, and he's very critical with his music. I know he hops on live a lot and is actually doing his creative process, going off the top. So you can see that he actually be thinking about this shit, and that he can freestyle. He can write off the dome. So, you know, I think he's just an artistic dude that takes skill to do. And to have good songs like that, I think it's really dope, artistic-wise. I think he is behind the scenes doing a lot of networking and a lot of business shit. You know, he playing his moves out smart. My favorite song out right now is his song Lemonade. My favorite song out right now is his song Lemonade. It just has the best bass in the world, I swear. So you gotta check this shit out.
No more was. Only friends so roll the shit up. Do it pronto while I put it good. But then I leave, don't do kisses or hugs. I'm a rebel, I do what I want. She looking bad, I'ma fuck her real good. Gary twisted and on my hood. You get it twisted, put love to your hood. Decide in a billion night. I ain't rich, but I need me a light. Split my wrist with a fix in a pie. Like cook yourself, we gon' make that shit high.
He also just came out with a project, What I Made Today, Volume 2. Which also I think is great. She Coming Up is also one of my favorite songs. She Coming Up. She about to fuck the summer up. But yeah, he got a lot of great songs on there. He got a great catalog on SoundCloud. Check him out on iTunes, man. Shunmillion having a project coming out this year. He talking about an album. So, hey, we waiting on that shit, bro. Drop that shit. But I know when it's ready, and we gonna hear that shit. But I'm excited for him to make moves. He going crazy in the city. So shout out Shunmillions. Follow him on Twitter or Instagram. I know on Instagram he on it. At Shunmillions, SHUNMILLONS. That's how you spell millions. So shout out him. Follow the dude. So keep rocking. I need to find the ones. Where are the ones? We going to the strip club, cause my second artist, we playing some Munch Lauren.
Big money, big money. Big money, big money. GT shit, big money. Big money, big money. Which bad bitch Munchy fucking tonight? She fucking me, cause I'm fucking the right.
And I fuck with Munch Lauren. He is a dope artist, out of Milwaukee as well. He been dropping music since 2015, maybe even from before that. But I know that's his first project that was listed out on Apple Music. So he been going crazy in the city. He is like, well, I never knew when I was in Milwaukee that there was even a strip club scene. I knew they had strip clubs. We got strip clubs everywhere in the world. But, you know, I thought about like down south, you know, Atlanta, that Magic City. That's what I knew with the strip clubs. I don't really think people were shaking their ass up here. If you didn't know that, watch a Munch Lauren video, because girls would be shaking their ass a lot. I like Munch Lauren. He make it feel good music, turn club music, you know. He just lit all the time. He's put out many projects. You know, Big Money's a big one. The Blue, Do It for the Blue. What else he got? Oh yeah, Dummy Ass 2. she got a dummy ass. It's so funny to me too when I watch Munch Lauren and his interviews and stuff like that, and not when he's rapping. He got a low speaking voice. He is a very soft tone motherfucker. He is very chilled, laid back. But on the track, yeah, he know how to get hype. So I like Munch Lauren for that. He a chill dude, but he makes some great ass music. He just came out with a new project with 414 Bankhead. They just made a project, Super Saiyan 4, that came out at the end of May. I fuck with that project too. Again, good music. Cheecks 2 is going crazy.
Big round ass like a roly-poly. She do it back cause she seen I got a big round ass like a roly-poly. She do it back cause she seen I got a rollie on me. 1,000 all ones, that's a roly-roly. She got on top, rolled a dick like a stoley.
Say ass, I mean ass. I like those videos. Cheecks 2 is fire. Hit that shit. Hit that shit. Yeah. Hit that shit. Hit that shit. Yeah. Busted Baby with Spanish Rice. Spanish Rice. Spanish Rice. I fuck with that song as well. Great samples, just great booty twerking music. Great summer music too. So I fuck with Munch Lauren a lot. I gotta say though, my favorite song by Munch Lauren personally, might not be one of his biggest songs, but Stop That, featuring Willonwater. That I could pull any bitch cause I got that. Too much money in my pocket, bring a book bag. What? I fuck with that shit. It's fire. Munch Lauren, man, he's been putting out music. He is pretty solidified within the city, even outside of Milwaukee too. Like I said, he's been putting out music for a minute now. I'm surprised that he hasn't gotten bigger. Again, y'all sleep on Milwaukee. I swear, y'all knew about him, it'd go crazy. Shout out Munch Lauren, man. Keep doing it. Keep going crazy. Keep getting the clubs lit. We gonna bump in big money till we die, even if we don't got big money. If y'all want to keep up on Munch Lauren, check him out on all the digital streaming platforms. Follow him on Instagram at 414 Munch Lauren, MUNCHLAUREN. So shout out Munch. Keep making them hits. We gonna be going crazy in the club. It has been good to be back, bro. I miss being here. I had to get my motivation back. I've been doing some other stuff, really trying to figure out, do I really want to be doing this? But I love the city so much. I think there are so many great talented artists, and I don't think we get enough fucking credit. So you know what? I said, fuck it. I'm coming back. I'm telling you motherfuckers about some new artists. So I'm back. We coming with more videos. I got 15 episodes this season. That equals 30 artists. If y'all do the math, we got 30 new artists coming up for the season 2. You know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody. Follow us at We Proud Entertainment on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. Hey, if y'all came back for season 2, tune in. We back for more. If you don't give a shit that I'm back, that's your prerogative. Hey, but keep tuning in. We got more episodes coming. As always, Black Lives Matter. Arrest those damn cops that killed Breonna Taylor. That's my last word. Hey, peace, y'all.